Well, everyone, despite our past luck and our failed attempt to meet the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin, we are back once again at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And now I let a few days go by, almost a full week, about 4 or 5 days or so, but we are back and better than ever, right outside the park, a little earlier in the day, because last time we tried to come a little late, and obviously that was where we fell short and had our failed attempt, because we came at sunset. And from what we learned, the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda Grogu does not come out that late. Now that was only the first day that he was here, but now we are coming to you here on March 6th to try once more to meet him in the park. Now obviously this is just a promotion for The Mandalorian Season 3, which just debuted on Disney+. So we don't know how long he's actually going to be here. Disney has confirmed that he's not just a temporary meet and greet, that he is here to stay at least for a little bit. As I already touched on in the past video, you can go and check that one out. But enough said, guys, the sun is beating down really hard on me out here in the parking lot. So I'm just going to go on inside, probably grab some food before we really kick things off into full gear, and then go and have ourselves a fun-filled day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's go. Alright, Mando, don't film me now. Hollywood, that's what they do in Hollywood.
It's probably Park entry.
That's the drop. What color is it?
Had to stop into the dark room to see if they had it, and they do. The Oswald Magic Band, which has been on back order for quite some time now. They have a sign over here letting guests know that Rock and Roller Coaster is still under its refurbishment. Let me know what you think they're actually doing to the ride. I think it's just minor upgrades. Nothing story related like some people have been speculating. Well, if we don't find the Mandalorian today, we did find Edna. Alright, I'm hungry, so before we head into Galaxy's Edge, I did put in a mobile order at Pizza Rizzo, the world famous Pizza Rizzo, so we're gonna go ahead and pick that up. The food should be ready right about now. We're gonna go and do that, and then head on into Galaxy's Edge to go find Mando. Pizza Rizzo, always a good time. I will never forget my friend Alicia Stella for recommending it, and just her obsession has really gotten me hooked on it. But now it is time to head into Galaxy's Edge. And here we go, leaving Grand Avenue and Hollywood behind and heading into a galaxy far, far away. And now right over here next to this big gate just outside of the marketplace is where Mando has been spotted the most, where he comes out to mingle with the crowd here on Batuu. And I can tell there's already a big crowd around, gathered over here. Even more people than there were the other day. Wait, holy shit, I see him. I see him, guys. He's standing right over there. Let's try to get a closer look.
You're on a bounty list. Relax. I didn't take the job. But someone did. Watch your back.
Oh my god, he's got Grogu.
I think Grogu likes it. Settle down, please.
I got a picture with you.
Sure. All right. Can't answer that. Sorry.
Now guys, despite our failed attempt earlier this week, we finally did it. We met the Mandalorian himself and Baby Grogu. Now, this is just such an amazing character meet and greet. Now, there's not like a definite like line to meet him. He just sort of roams the area. You saw the big groups of people around the area. He's having a lot of fun taking pictures with kids and families. Really great to see. I was gonna try to scoot to the front to get my picture with him, but that might be something to go have to save for another time when it's not as crazy, because everyone is still trying to get their very first look at him in the park, and I just didn't want to, you know, squeeze my way up to the front or anything like that. But we did get a lot of good footage, as you just saw, and I mean, it wasn't hard to find him. Oh, where'd he go? The big group of people has kind of dispersed back there. Don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, guys, we did it. We saw The Mandalorian. I am so ecstatic, you will not believe, because this is like, even though The Mandalorian is a relatively new show, it's still like, he's still like one of my top favorite Star Wars characters. I love the show, and I even liked the spin-off with the Book of Boba Fett. That was still pretty cool. And I, of course, love Baby Yoda, or Grogu as he is better known as. Now that we did that, I didn't expect to find him so quick, because this is sort of a part 2 to my last video. And the last video I spent a majority of the afternoon shooting, and of course this video didn't take as much time to find The Mandalorian. So I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the day. Probably take it easy, go on a few rides, I don't know. Let's see where the day takes us. Oh, I see where he went. The Mandalorian came out over here into the marketplace, which means that the crowd will bottleneck up here, and it'll be a very difficult time to get through. And there he goes. And today's the day for meet and greets, because Rey and Chewbacca are meeting over here next to the land speeders.
You know, I don't have twins. You have a twin? Pretty important.
Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. That's it. Fire the missiles at the train! Hurry! It's coming down! Let's pilot! Hit the boosters! Boost! 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 We made it! I don't believe it, but we made it! Now, let's get out of here!
Ever had a 6-year-old as your pilot who just cried and screamed the whole ride? Yeah. 90 minutes for Toy Story Mania. It's a busy one today. But I mean, out here at Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, all the construction walls are down, and the scaffolding is in the process of slowly being taken down. And so guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. We saw what we came for, and that was to see the Mandalorian himself roaming in Galaxy's Edge. Such a cool and unique meet and greet that I hope they keep around for a long time coming, and judging by how popular he is, I think that he's here to stay at least for a good length of time. I think it was honestly the smartest thing for Disney not to announce that he was coming like they did over in Disneyland ahead of his arrival on Batuu, because if Disney had announced the date that he would be coming and people were planning their vacation around it, it would have been 10 times worse. You just had to be lucky the first day that he was out. You just had to be really lucky to be in the park when he did, because I saw a lot of vloggers literally showing up around 2-3 o'clock and late into the afternoon, such as myself, but I was a little too late, I missed him. But the vloggers were showing up around 2-3 o'clock. If they had announced his presence ahead of time, I'm sure they would have been there at Park Open, rope dropping him like he's a new ride or something. It would have been madness. So I'm glad that they decided not to take that route of announcing him ahead of time and just made him just like do sporadic appearances here and there. I think that is the best way for them to do it without the cast members being overwhelmed with the amount of people showing up to meet him day in and day out. But guys, that's all I've got for you. Bright suns, it's been a fun one here at the park today, a hot one and a very crowded one, but still overall a very fun and relaxing day. I like these little short visits, being local here now. It just makes coming to the park more enjoyable, where I can just take things slow. I don't have to worry about getting on every new ride. The only ride that we actually did today was Millennium Falcon. That was it. And it was still a lot of fun. Other than the people I was with, because they just crashed and did not play the game that well. And so as the engineer in the back, I had to fix everything that they were breaking, you know how that is. But guys, that's all I've got for you. If you're new around to ParkTwister, of course be sure to like and subscribe down below. I will see you in the next one. Of course, more adventures coming very soon. Goodbye.